Okay. So again, we're sort of... I'm just sort of buying as much time as I can whilst we're doing a bit of exploring and digging out and stuff. We're getting a whole mess of like gold amalgam and iron, and we've got loads of refined gold now off this bastard. We're just currently doing the algae dance, really, seeing how long we can last with the algae that we've got. Which again, I'm a fan of, to be honest. Oh, fuck off. I don't mind doing that at all. Beautiful. Let's do a bit more research when they wake up as well. Let's get the research done and out the base. Yeah, just do anything. How much food are we sat on? We've still got loads of meal lice kicking around, and I might just let the meal lice rot and let them turn into fertilizer. Got a load of fried mushrooms and a bit of meat cooked, ready to go at the minute. How much sleet wheat have we got? 148. We have got a little bit of sleet wheat grain that's starting to gather up. We are sort of harvesting where we can. Whoa, now, why the fuck isn't this being swept? I thought I've got a place for sleet wheat. What the fuck? What the hell, game? We need to get all this stuff mopped. I'm assuming this little bit of cold water will be helping out down here a little bit as well. It's probably dropped the temperature a few degrees. I might start storing some of the polluted ice in there as well. We'll put some in here for now. Polluted ice, but I only want like maybe 10 tons or something. And we'll do that. So you can start collecting that stuff. And we'll put the others down here. We'll do it with granite. Crap, I'm watching you, and now my base is out of algae. Leppy, you're trying to emulate me, mate. That's what it is. You're trying to run your base the same way as I do mine. Haphazard and dangerously. The loneliest tropical pacu in the world. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. This fucking pipe is just busted. I need a new pipe, guys. Any of you vapors out there? I need a new pipe. Didn't go below 30 degrees the last 2 days. Literal hell for a pale winter lover. They've never been slight, never saw biomes bleed temperature like this. They changed it a little while ago. Couple of updates back. Oh, look at the weird lines that we've got. A couple of updates back, they made it so that Abyssite changes temperature a bit differently now. So at first they made it so that it basically didn't have a use at all. Now we get like this sort of effect, where it's extreme temperature here, bleeding into this tile, equalizing out, and then lesser temperature here, bleeding into this central tile. And then, you end up with like this average band in between. Same thing happens with all the biomes now. So you get this sort of slow seeping out. Okay, cycle 77, I'm putting up exos right now. Why do you want exosuits so early? That's crazy. Why do you want exosuits that early on? That makes no sense. Used to smoke clove. Used to smoke clove shits like them Black and Milds. Co-workers. Then I vape for a bit and stop smoking completely. Clove. Have you even heard of those? Never heard of those. How peculiar. My fucking pipe's actually bust, I think. Give me a sec. I'm not going to be able to handle a stream with no nicotine, guys. I'll lose my fucking mind. What has happened here? We really did that research pretty quickly. When I was an actual smoker, I used to smoke Richmond Super King Smooth. I smoked them like a badass all the time. and I'd kill a cigarette in like 8 or 10 pulls, and it was too much. It was too much. It ruined my lungs. It made me very... Have you ever noticed how I take these big gulps of air before I speak? That's why my lungs are fucked. I'm like 33, 34. I think I'm 34. I'm 33. I'm 34 this year. My lungs are fucked. So I've been vaping like the last few years, and my lungs are starting to get a little bit better. But I did used to smoke heavily, and I would not recommend it to any of you. Any of you that smoke, and you're under the age of 70, stop smoking, you ball bags. Don't do it. It's terrible. Think of your loved ones. Think of the children. Will somebody think of the fucking children? Come on. It's the sort of thing your parents always say to you. Like my mum and dad used to say it to me. It's the biggest thing, biggest regret of my life, because my mum and dad used to smoke. Biggest regret of our lives was ever smoking. And at the time, like, yeah, whatever, mum and dad, whatever. And like, yeah, it is probably one of the biggest regrets of my life. Smoked. Fuck my lungs. Fuck my life. Boop. Atomizer short. What does that even mean? Because you're working at oxygen production, takes 5 cycles to build 10 tiles, since they barely managed to get to the location and run out of oxygen. Ah, I see. I see. Oh, good point, Mex. Yeah, how's the mead business going, Heckins? Did you ever get enough money off the Kickstarter thing? I was talking about you the other day. Somebody was asking about mead in chat. Mead thing's going pretty okay. Just started a 1 gallon batch of caramel apple lollipop mead. Fucking hell. Made it last. It tasted like liquid Halloween. Jesus. It's one of my biggest regrets, but not the biggest, but I agree. Smoking fucks you up. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it made me incredibly cool for a very long time. You know? But no, it really is not good. Sorry guys, I've got to rebuild the coil on my pipe because it seems to have melted itself, which is not ideal. Would you say it's your life's biggest regret? Genuinely, yeah, I would. And I've done some stupid shit in my life. Let's be clear, I've done some stupid things in my time. Sorry for all the crinkling and crunkling, by the way, guys. But yeah, don't smoke, kids. Don't do it. And also, if there's any kids here, don't watch my stream. This is a mature stream. You shouldn't be hearing these potty words I'm saying. Don't swear, kids. Little bastards. Kids, fuck off. Don't swear. I haven't gone through the Kickstarter thing yet. I'm planning on going to school. Some business course, learn how to run stuff right. I'm sure I sent you some money on that Kickstarter thing, you son of a bitch. What happens to that? Have you just pocketed my money, you bastard? I was expecting a return on my investment. Some sweet, sweet mead. You son of a gun. Right, what's going on in the base? Oh, we're out of algae again. Bastard. Right, let me just sort that out. Kind of want to drop all this crap down. It was at 0, that's why you were able to stop it. I'm sure I threw like a 5 right on the thing. Tell us the stupid shit you've done. So hard not to smoke in your 20s, honestly. Yeah. The thing is as well, it's encouraged when you're in like the workplace as well. And your colleagues are getting like, can I just nip out for a cheeky fag? And the boss goes, yeah, just 5 minutes though. And you're there like, wish I smoked. I remember being in that position as well. I didn't smoke like constantly when I was younger. But I did smoke for like, from the age of about 13 till I was 27, something like that. But it was like, it was 20 a day the whole time, if not more. Yeah. Why this storage space? It's just for storing excess stuff, really. Expect return on investment on Kickstarter, Omega. I meant, like, you know, you normally get like a little reward. Here's a little badge for those that gave £5. I'll take it. Alright. I don't know what I want to do here. I think I'm just going to drop down. Let's just cancel these ladders a second. And let's do a spot of... I kind of want to get rid of all this Abyssite, honestly. I don't really want it. Yeah, piss. We're going to get rid of all this. I wanted my Heckins badge, is what I'm saying, guys. What's that? So how do fans care about what temp they get? They do have some weird behaviour with the water that you feed them. If you feed water that's too close to freezing, and then have a dupe operate the hydro fan, it'll instantly freeze, and normally gives the dupe hypothermia. So you might want to be a little bit careful about the temperature of the water that you use. Sorry guys, I'm basically trying to perform brain surgery at the minute. By that I mean I'm trying to thread some cotton through a spring and failing at life. I'm failing hard. I'm a failing. Go through the hole! What's that? It's $14 a pack. Jesus, yeah, fuck smoking. Fuck that. He says as he tries to build a coil on his pipe. 17 euros for 100 grams of tobacco here as you roll your own. Jesus. Get it in the whole life. I'm trying, Cindy. Don't you start. Where would you go in the hole? What it is, because I'm being lazy and I'm streaming, I'm using a pre-made coil rather than one I've made my own. And it's not quite as good. But I can't stream for another like 5 hours or something without tobacco. Or without nicotine rather. That just ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly. Ah. I just cut my finger. Incredible. Incredible. They're not going to be able to dig that, are they? That was a mistake. Right, now I've got liquid all over my fingers, so I'm definitely going to rub it in my eyes and end up blinded. Which is great. We should be in business. You got your affiliate sub badges done yet? What's that, sorry? Affiliate sub badges? I didn't even know that was such a thing. There are sub badges now? I can give subs badges? What? When did that happen? Oh, that's going to be incredible. Is that actually a thing? Like, if they made that a thing, I've just completely missed it. They announced it a couple of months ago. Really? What? So the little icons that you have in chat, I can customize those. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Because that'll be incredible. What are you talking about, Mets? Suck a dick. What's going on? What are you giving me a hard time for? I'm busy. Dover Beast, how's it going, buddy? Decision time, yeah. As in whether we expand out and what sort of oxygen supply we do. That's what I was getting at whether we make a different oxygen supply than normal or a standard electrolyzer build. That's kind of what I was getting at with decision time. Which we probably need to have a look at in a minute, because we've got no algae, and I keep trying to just live with tiny little bits of algae. I think we're going to crack these guys open and see what happens. Ellie, be promoted. Liam, do this. Max, be a rancher. Incredible. Incredible. Subs of different time levels can actually get different icons. Oh, you guys should have told me this a lot sooner. I did not know that. I will get onto that straight away. Ooh. Right. I have some sort of smoke now. It's not the best, but it'll do. Right. So yeah, we've got a infectious polluted oxygen vent here. And I think we could use this pretty easily just by building a little chamber, putting in some, maybe a little chamber down here. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Maybe we could do like a little chamber like this. Okay. And that will flow down like these. And then we'll have some geodorizers up here. I mean, I don't know how many germs actually come out of these things. I don't know how bad they are for germs, truth be told. We'll see. Let's do that now. Fuck it. This is actually dormant, so now is kind of the perfect time to do it. So let's get all this dug out. And all this dug out. And we'll deconstruct this crap. And we'll get this analysed as well. It's only given us 593 grams a second for a third of a cycle. That's not too bad. Still doing the challenge we talked about. What was that? Not sealing up the base? I've not really sealed up the base at the minute. I've got some gas locks. That's about it, really. We've still got quite an open plan base, really. Right, let's get Max doing some sensual healing. Because when he gets that feeling, that's what he wants to do. Sexual healing. Open all biomes when you can. I see. That doesn't sound very good. Why not pump it to the really hot one to kill the germs and then cool? Oh, that makes so much more sense. That's probably the right shout, Max. So we could pump the gas from this that coming out at 60 degrees C into the hot one, then cool off the combined that should be relatively cooled as well. That's a good idea, Max. We should do that. That works way better than what I was going to do. I was literally going to do like a little chamber where the gas could flow out and then be deodorized. I like Max's way better. I think that would work better. So I probably want to make this a vacuum once it's been analysed, so I can get rid of all the CO2 and stuff. That would be a good thing to do. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get rid of you. Let's slap a pump up here. One pump is probably enough. It's only 192 seconds. Yeah, one pump will be fine. You can go... Yeah, you can go down this line. And we'll give you some automation as well. And you're going to need a bit of power. We'll give it better wiring so that we're prepared for hooking up with better wires in a bit. That can get to there. Beautiful. And for now, we'll just... Oh shit, actually making this... Fuck. Making this vacuum might be a bit of a pain in the ass. It's quite high pressure around here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure out. Yeah. Would ginger be the lowest or the highest bird? Is the question. Would ginger be the lowest or the highest bird? What do you mean, Dover? What's going on? What are you getting at? What are you saying? What are you saying, bruv? Oh, for the sub badges. Hey, you'll have to give me some ideas, guys, what you want. Otherwise, I'll be left to my own devices and you'll all end up getting something trolley. Right, let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. We're doing priority 5 stuff now, holy shit. I bet the base is dying because there's no algae. Oh no, we're alright. We're okay for now. Let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all this as well. Okay, what's this doing? This one's dormant as well. Holy balls. So let's try just digging some of this space out first. I do need to let this water get out of here. I'll probably put a little wall back up here once we've dug all this out and just drop that water down for now. We'll get all this dug out. Get all of you dug out as well. Nice. Max is getting there. He's doing it. He's working like a trooper. Some people go on about gingers, no one would sub if they had to be one. I suppose. Jesus. Guys are horrible. Awful, awful, awful. May. Maybe I'll make every single sub-roll a different degree of ginger. Just different blinding degrees or tones of pure orange. How about that? Ah, I think we fucking worked that out pretty perfectly. Jesus. So that's a complete eruption. That's how much water we get from this entire active period. That's pretty cool. That's kind of nice to know. I mean, that's a lot of water. The only problem is now, these pipes are probably heating up our water a lot more. So, because it's technically running through some of the surface water now. That's fine. So that's how much we get every time this bastard's active, and it's dormant for 40 cycles. So that water's meant to last us for 40 cycles. Yeah, I think we might have to get creative. I'm hoping we've got another cool steam vent out there that's a big boy as well. But we'll see. 50 Shades of Ginger. Indeed. Why not? Why the devil not? So I might not need to worry about the overpressure tank on this, because I reckon we consume that pretty fucking easily. A movie I'd watch. Hey, listen, there are some people out there that love gingers. I mean, I hear ginger people are quite big in Japan. I hear. As a fat people, I should really get to Japan. It'd be hot shit over there. I need to learn Japanese, Mandarin, Chinese. I'm an idiot. I need to learn a language. Right, let's get rid of you as well. I'm just doing some like low priority digs just to A, give my dupes something to do, and B, get this tidied out. I don't know what the deal is with this this biome, but we're going to get in there and just clear all this crap out, I think. So, oh Liam, why? Oh Liam, no. Go Liam, dig. Your life kind of depends on it. Go, go, go. They got better internet there too. Yeah, Mex. Everything's pointing to Japan, isn't it? Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I don't mind if we're not getting any more eggs off this, that's fine. I could do with getting this stone egg over here. Cutter egg. Stone hatchling. Sweep only. As soon as we get a smooth boy, we'll get rid of these. So I don't really want stone hatches, truth be told. We're pissing away a lot of our water at the minute, but that's just getting this last bit of research finished. I don't think we're using much water for else, other than sinks, really, but... How much dirt and stuff have we got left? Yeah, got shitloads of dirt. Loads of dirt, no problem. And slime, we've got 67 tons. We've got plenty of slime as well, really. That's fine. Let's have a bit of hydrogen power. Yeah, I was looking at that a minute ago, Max. Yeah. Okay, so next activity in 6 cycles. It's 89 cycles out of every 157. Okay. So I want to get this sealed up now. And we'll get all this stink out of here. I should just be able to quickly connect this up. I don't think this will overload this wire. Yeah, it should be fine. So we'll get that done. And if we can, we'll try and vent it literally right there. Okay, we'll get that one analysed as well. And we'll just pump out all this bilge. So we might struggle to pump this out, but if we do, I'll just put a couple more vents down here. Just about managing at the minute. Did they remove the custom maps from the game? I want to try this new one I've seen YouTubers play, but I can't select it anywhere. The rock one, you just need to do it in the debug menu, bud. It's still in there, bud. And it should just be there as the rock, I think. Wow, there is a lot of sleepweed and wheezeworts in here. Holy shit. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 9, 30, 31. There's 31 sleep week that I can see, roughly. Christ. That's a lot of sleep week. Right, let's get this stuff dug out. Get that done quickly. Christ. Shitty coils burning my throat. Ah! Better keep that one cool. Free food. This one makes, yeah, totally. That's what I was thinking. I kind of want to get in there and just pump it full of CO2. There's a lot of tasties in there. A lot of tasty goods. Delicious. What we're researching, I think I will just do that for now, so our scientists can get down here and do this. It is very important. Very important. Camille. Excellent. Can you tell if it's cold to the wall yet? Isolate. How do you mean? Sorry. How do you mean? God damn, this pipe sucks balls. Ugh. It used to be a really good pipe and I've just killed it over time. I've had it a fair few years now, in fairness, but it's killing me. It's making my lungs hurt. I hope this isn't like active in one cycle or something daft. Right, okay, you're now good to go. That's fine, let's get rid of you. We have idle dupes. This simply will not do. One, 2, 4. Can I get some of this ice dug out? Let's just mop this up. Mop, 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 mop. Mop, mop, mop. Mop, mop, mop. I think I need to put tidy on a higher priority again so they actually do the mopping when I want them to. There we go. Right, let's get rid of all this crap as well. I do love it when there's a super squad just all digging out and mine at the same time. I absolutely love it. Right, we can't really get to that, can we? Let's just put a little ladder in here. Oh shit, I can deconstruct this crap now, can't I? Although I can't deconstruct what's in here. But I can get rid of this stuff. Boop. Get out of my life. Very good. We can get rid of this as well. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Save some mushrooms if you can. I did it like this. Is this going to be terribly ugly, Max, or is this a nice one? They're just wild mushrooms. Why? Why would I want wild mushrooms? I'm swimming in mushrooms and slime. And we're going to have more foods later on as well. We don't need wild mushrooms. Free food. Yeah, there's loads of free food, but I don't intend to play this colony for 1500 cycles like you do. So I'm not really asked. We've got loads of stuff to keep us going for God knows how long. The amount of slime we've got now will probably keep us going for fucking 500 cycles, so... we don't need that much. And don't forget, we won't always just be existing on mushrooms. We'll have other foods coming in as well. We'll have passive sleet wheat. Like, if we can get a shitload of this wild sleet wheat, that's going to be food sorted heavily as well. Like, just the sleet wheat and the mushrooms, I'll probably rip half of these out. We'd be good to go. Good to go. I don't want you giving me problems that don't exist until 2025, do you know what I mean? It's just not a thing. It's not a thing. Steam did a clean reinstall at some point, so there's no big deal.